Hello guys, I'm gonna make a cardistry video now because my last video that I uploaded, I don't know if it was today or yesterday yet because I have to edit them, this one and the last one, but I just recorded it, and so, yeah, this one's gonna be cardistry instead. So what this one is going to be is, it is going to be a more advanced thing. It's gonna be a pretty advanced video, or cardistry move, because it involves a lot of advanced things. So this time I'm going to use my black ghost deck, which I love, and this one again comes with a double backer, just like the white ghost deck. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get into the move. So I'll show it to you first, and then you can see it. So it starts out with a sybil cut, if I can do it right. Trying to keep it in frame. Alright, we all know the sybil cut. But anyway, then what I do is I peel off the top card, I do flicker, and then I go into a morning star. Here, I'll change the camera angle so you guys can see it at a better angle. So I do a sybil cut like this. Then I peel off that top card. I do flicker, and then I go in and I do morning star, down. Then I like to finish it off with card spring. But yeah. So anyway guys, this is a really advanced thing just because you need to know all of these different moves. I mean, if you know all of these moves, you could just watch me do it and you could do it because there's no like special things that you have to do to connect them or anything. But so if you know how to do the sybil cut, which I will leave a link to where I learned it from 52 cards, but you do a sybil cut, and when you rotate this around, what I like to do sometimes is instead of when it rotates around, instead of just flipping it over and putting it on top, what I like to do sometimes is I like to just drop it in my hand and then do a deck flip. Sorry, that was bad. Do a deck flip like that, and then I like to come over and do, you know, flicker and then morning star. But sybil cut is very versatile because you can add like a lot to it in the end to make it your own. It's easy for you to make something unique with it. So what I do is, you know, after the sybil cut, I'll do flicker. I'll do it probably like twice, and then I'll go into a morning star. And what I like to do sometimes is I like to go like this and then do an isolation like that. But I'm not very good at that, so I don't do that most of the time. But I go with flicker, morning star, and then I'll normally end it with a spring. But I mean, the spring, I mean, you could do that in a different thing, so that's not really that important. But I will go through the basics of, like, you know, how the motions go. Like, there's not really much to talk about, but I'll just go through, like, tips along the way. So, the first thing that I do when I do my sybil cut is, well, after I do my sybil cut, like, right here when I'm, after I do the first pass, and I have to grab this packet, this one right here, I can't just pull it out normally very easily. So what I do is I will, instead of just leaving, sorry, it's hard to see, but you see how it's pivoting off my first finger here? Right there. What I'll do normally is I'll pinch that so that I can lift it up and then get this over. And then I'll let go so I can grab that and then finish it. But then that's my biggest thing about the sybil cut. The deck flip is pretty easy, but one thing that you want to keep in mind is where you're putting pressure. If you put pressure like right here at the very edge, it's not going to be as accurate. If you put it right in the middle, that'll work, but sometimes it doesn't. I like to put pressure right on the very top edge because then it almost just like falls out. But you can do it wherever. I like to do it in the very top edge because it's just what I've done, but whatever works. And then after I do it, I'll normally, like, you know, square up the deck. So I'll go through, I'll do sybil cut, whatever, do my deck flip, and then I'll square up the deck before I come back for that card. And sometimes, you know, I'll do a pirouette or whatever, but I always do 2 flicker, and then I do Morningstar. And I always set it all the way down, and then I pull away like that, you know? And then that's when I do the spring or whatever. But that's just a fun way to do the sybil cut that I really like. It's my variation. So, yeah, I'll be coming out with, or I will make a sybil cut tutorial, like, right after this one. It'll probably go up before this one, actually, because that's really important. But I'll leave a link to that video, and in that video, if you don't like the way I teach it, you can, you know, you can learn from my resources where I learned it from. I'll leave links to those in that video. So, yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys next time.